Hello and welcome everyone. I'm your host Sam, and in this video we will talk about what LB has been doing in Dubai, some things regarding the winemaker game, a bit about vinium, and lastly a bit about glacier decks. A few things about the grape ecosystem, and lastly how will grape finance be working with glacier decks. So without wasting any further time, let's just dive straight into this video. The first thing that you will notice is that the total value locked of Grape Finance has went down significantly. This does not necessarily mean that money has left the protocol, but it is because the Grape token and the Wine token have been in a downtrend for quite some time now. The Grape token is sitting at $0.03 with a market cap of $137,000. The liquidity has went down below $100,000 and right now it's sitting at $82,000. The volume is also pretty low at $288. Some liquidity incentivization with Glacier DEX is coming, so we might see some positive price action in Grape. That's all for the Grape token. Let's now talk about the Wine token. Wine token has also been in a downtrend, but it has a bit more volume as compared to the Grape token. The liquidity sits at $59,000 with a market cap of only $114,000. It would be interesting to see the price action on the Wine token once Vinium picks up and Wine sees some revenue sharing from Vinium. Let's now talk about the Winery collection NFTs and how they have been doing in the past weeks. The floor price of the Winery collection NFTs has fallen almost 30% in the previous 2 weeks. The total listed count is sitting at 32 with a max supply of 2.7 thousand items. As of right now, there has been no new utilities that are being added to the Winery NFT collection, but we might see something with the Winery collection NFTs when Vinium picks up speed. That's all for the Winery NFT collection. Let's now take a look at the second NFT collection by Grape Finance, that is the Vintners. I don't know why the floor price would say not available. Same goes for the listings. Is it because there are 0 NFTs listed as of right now? Maybe not. Anyways, for the Vintners, let's check the stats. So in the previous 7 days, we saw a huge spike in the volume of the Vintners NFT collection with a total sales of 26 NFTs. So make sure you keep an eye on the Vintners so as to not miss out. That's all for the NFT collections. Let's go back to the homepage of Grape Finance and let's take a look at how our lovely presses have been performing. The first press that we will talk about is the winepress. The contract balance in the winepress is sitting at 5,800 winemim LP tokens worth roughly around $22,000. In the previous 2 weeks, the contract balance has gone down, but still no significant change. In the previous AMA, we saw that one share was equal to 2.82 winemim LP tokens, and right now it has increased to 2.85 winemim LP tokens. So the best thing to do right now is to just sit in the pool and let the actions of others increase your yield. That's all for the wine press. Let's now take a look at the grape soda press. 2 weeks ago, or in the previous AMA recap video, the contract balance in the grape soda press was sitting at 197,000 grape xgrape LP tokens, and right now the contract balance is sitting at 188,000 grape xgrape LP tokens, worth roughly around $55,000. So the contract balance has went down 10,000 LP tokens. Nothing significant when you take into account the contract balance size. In the previous recap video, one share was worth roughly around 4.8 grape xgrape LP tokens, and right now it is worth around 5.01 grape xgrape LP tokens. That's all for the grape soda press as well. Let's now talk about the solera press. No significant move in the contract balance of the solera press. In the previous video, the contract balance was sitting at 20 million S vintages token, and right now it's sitting at 19.99 million S vintages token. So technically you could say that the contract balance hasn't moved at all. Also, the value of one share is now up from 28S vintages token to 30S vintages token. So the people that have stayed in the pool are the ones that have benefited the most. That is all. Let's now do a quick recap of what was discussed in the previous AMA. And of course, like every time, we'll start off with vinium. The total market size of the main markets is sitting at $92,000, and the total market size of the isolated markets is $12,000. There wasn't much info shared in the AMA regarding vinium, but LB did say that things over at the Arbitrum chain is going really well, and LB has confirmed that vinium will now go on the BSC chain. We will also be testing at the ZK Sync chain, so expect vinium to be everywhere. That's all for the vinium. Let's talk about the winemaker game for a few minutes. As you all know, LB went to Dubai to attend a few conferences. There, he met some game developers. So LB has mentioned that there is a possibility where we can work with them. So who would like to see winemaker go cross-chain? A community member in Grape asked if the vintage token can be made deflationary. Well, the answer to this is that there is already a burn feature available for the vintage token, but it does not make the vintage token deflationary. In terms of making it completely deflationary, it would be a very difficult job since it would mean that we have to turn down the rewards. Less rewards would mean the game would become less attractive and therefore it will lose traction. But anyways, LB has mentioned that the team is working on a broader game that will utilize the resin token as well as the vintage token. So more utilities equals more demand. And as you all know, the winemaker game is going to become a very interactive game. It will no more be a staking game. That's all for the winemaker game as well. Let's now talk about the xgrape for a few seconds. Now there is a chance that xgrape might move to the glacier DEX because there will be grape incentivization on the glacier DEX. Of course, we will have to wait till launch and then do a migration when we can. Please keep in mind that there has to be some sort of migration for the xgrape to move to the glacier DEX. The migration will most likely be an automatic migration, and even if it's not, we will make it as easy as possible for the users. That's all for the xgrape. Let's now talk about the grape ecosystem as a whole. LB has attended one conference in Dubai and is waiting for another one. LB met some really well-known people in the space, so Grape Finance and Vinium is seeing great networking. This networking in return should benefit both Vinium and Grape Finance. Anyways, LB has mentioned that right now the focus is on Vinium and the winemaker as well as the future plans for grape incentivization. LB is a huge fan of the solidly DEXs, so we might see something interesting happening with the Glacier DEX. And if you didn't know, LB has joined the Glacier DEX as an advisor. So that's all for the updates and AMA recaps. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please consider liking and subscribing. Thank you for watching and see you in the next week.